So it's good afternoon this time. I'm Paul Dent and I'm back here today with another video in the series for my course with VIDEO012. And since I've actually done the last 10 videos, which was a requirement for the course, I'm now aiming for another 10 and let's see what happens. But today's going to be a wee bit different because I was going to do a selfie on my mobile phone because I wasn't home. I was actually up in a place called Mandurah doing a markets presentation for products that I'm involved with. But when I went to try and do my selfie, I found that there's a few things that I need to get a wee bit more accurate first. But there's a couple of things that came up from the actual markets themselves, and just actually talking with a couple of customers on the just general health and nutrition topics similar to what we've been talking about over the last video series. And I thought I'd just sort of touch on a couple of them today to actually just let people know that whilst there's a lot of information out there on the net and a lot of it's in medical terms, there is quite a bit out there that people are actually understanding and starting to research themselves. And there's a couple of ladies came to see me regarding a couple of just sort of general things about health and nutrition and the gut in general. And I'm asking about there's this and there's that and there's everything else. And when we started talking, it all came down to the few basics that everybody knows about, but haven't quite clicked together yet. And when we started talking about the likes of the digestive system and how it actually interacts and is controlled by a lot of it by the immune system, and how a simple thing like sleep and diet makes such an impact, all of a sudden the light bulb seemed to go on. And they suddenly started to realize that whilst they're doing a heck of a lot right, just a couple of small tweaks, and they'll be doing even better. But even talking around and amongst themselves and their friends and stuff, they hadn't realized that they've got all the knowledge there. They just hadn't been able to bounce it around off anybody to actually put it all together, so to speak. So I felt quite privileged to be able to actually help them because it's stuff that I've learned off my articles. Basic body maintenance and how the maintenance system works is what I've been learning, and I was able to pass it on to these people. And I felt quite grateful that I was able to do that and actually help them to understand that it's not all science and gobbledygook. And a lot of the health and nutrition companies out there and the natural health and nutrition companies out there, we're not there to replace the medical profession. We're not there trying to replace their medical providers. They can definitely stay with them, need to talk with them, pass everything by them, but the opportunity to understand that what they are researching and doing isn't wrong. And they were quite pleased with that. So please, if you've got some questions and you'd like me to look into them or do a bit of research for them, drop me a line to paul@pauldent.space, that's correct, S-P-A-C-E. And yeah, ask me a couple of questions and I can do some research and try and put into basic common English for us. So let's try getting some discussions going on how we can help each other. And let's identify the things that we're doing right. And maybe just a couple of tweaks is all we need to do to get it to work even better. So this is me signing off for today, just with something different. Let's see how this turns out. And I'll be back tomorrow, back with another article that I'll review and we'll see how we go. So sorry I'm late for today, but better late than never. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Bye.